so it wouldn't surprise me. Woo, 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 woo. Wow. Spicy. As for her priorities at the switching parties, Boehner said she will continue to focus on education and expanding the Republican majority in the House. Education and the importance of school choice has been and will continue to be a key focus of mine. But outside of education, I look forward to working with my colleagues in the Georgia General Assembly to tackle the most pressing issues facing our state and to help grow the Republican Party, helping us not focus not just on preaching to the choir, but growing the congregation. In a video shared to social media in May, Boehner accused Democrats of turning against her for being a staunch school choice advocate. Quote, I support school choice, parent rights and opportunities for children to thrive, especially those that are marginalized and tend to fail in school. The Democrats at the Georgia State Capitol took a hard position and demand every Democrat vote against children and for the teachers union. I voted yes for parents and yes for children not failing schools. Boehner justified her position by noting that some schools in her district have 3% reading proficiency rates and that many kids cannot do simple math.
Wow.
I have a few colleagues upset with me to the point where they are giving away $1,000 checks to anyone that will run against me. I'm not apologizing because my colleagues don't like how I vote. Boehner also explained at the time that parents are upset that some politicians put the teachers union and donors ahead of their constituents. Boehner's speech took a personal turn when she accused her colleagues of being upset that she stood up for her principles.
That's on them.
It's ironic. I'll say every election year, I hear Black Lives Matter, but do they? I see every other minority being prioritized except black children living in poverty that can't read. Wow. Excellent speech, man. We'll send $1 million to the border for immigrant services, but black communities, not even a shout out. I'm sorry, I don't agree with this. I'm not backing down. I'm actually just getting started. It's fascinating. Why would this woman feel the need to join the GOP?
The red.
Let's talk politics, my friends. They say, I met a guy recently, we went to dinner. Shout out to Antrim in 1844 in Maryland. Wow. Talk about an amazing dining experience. And one of the guys there said, you look like this guy who runs a conservative podcast. And I was like, well, I wouldn't call it conservative, but I'm probably the guy who runs the podcast. It was like, oh, yeah, you know, you're cool and nice to meet you. I was like, really do appreciate it. Thanks, man. Here's why I want to address that. This is a Democrat who has Democrat values, who feels the need to join the GOP. Why? How does it make sense? And I've long thought about this. They say I'm a conservative or I'm right-wing. What does that mean? Serious question. What does it mean to be right-wing? You know, I have people who say that I'm clearly a conservative because I refer to conservatives as we, which is just absolutely not true. I often call it the freedom faction. People who believe in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But if that is what conservative is, then okay, fine, I guess. But therein lies the big problem. What makes you liberal or left? This is important. I want you to hear this. In order to be a liberal, you need only bend the knee and be in the cult. That's it.
A sheep. A
The
sheep-minded
difference
person.
between liberal and conservative, left and right in this country is, do you think for yourself, or do you march in lockstep with the death cult? You think I'm kidding? I've had people say, oh, Tim says, because I disagree with him, I'm in a cult. No. I'm saying that because you can't disagree with the people around you, you're in a cult. Here's an example. My political position on abortion, traditional liberal, pro-choice. My position on taxes, traditional liberal, progressive tax. My position on many environmental issues, climate change, liberal. Is climate change real? I believe it is. Yeah. I just think that the powers that be are likely lying to us to enact changes that benefit them. It would make no sense to advocate for climate change policies and then buy beachfront property, would it? What I mean to say is, yeah, I think we're polluting the environment in a very damaging way. I think humans are creating plastics. I believe we're burning too many fuels. I believe the Earth is in fact overpopulated, if only in the densest of cities. Hey, it sounds fairly liberal, I guess. Well, unfortunately, when it comes to issues of school choice, Democrats hold that position, at least they used to. Now you better fall in line and do as you're told.
Oh, Lord, what's the program?
Okay. War. Democrats used to be, to a certain degree, anti-war. They'd march around saying, no war. They'd say, we win, no war. And then something happened with Hillary Clinton. They all just went pro-war. Okay. So if I'm anti-war, pro-progressive tax, pro-choice, I'm right-wing. Jimmy Dore is right-wing. That's the game they play. All it means is, are you in the cult or not?
Yep.
So if you want to talk about economics, I'd probably lean left economically, not cult-wise. Means like I lean more towards, community institutions and things like that. But I think we need a strong free market, so I'm fairly centrist, slightly left-leaning in a certain way. But I wonder where we'll go if Democrats like this woman are being forced into the Republican Party. Are we going to have three political parties? The right-wing party, the centrist party, and the cult party? I don't know. What I can say is there is this effort to force moderates to be conservative. They're trying to play this game where they're like, you're supposed to be conservative because, as you get older, you're conservative, right? Instead, what's happening is conservatives are holding the line. Moderates are agreeing with conservatives because the left has gone insane. So the left says that anyone who's centrist, center, left, or moderate is now right-wing. They're trying to make it so that moderate individuals are right-wing, so they can claim that far left is middle of the road. It's not working. Y'all are losing. Yeah. If I were to take the political compass test, I would land somewhere around traditional or social liberal. Yeah. So why lie? Why would the media lie? Because in their world, you are right-wing so long as you disagree. Congratulations to this former Democrat.
Shout out to me. Shout out to me.
Stick around and I'll see you all.
F the far left extremists, man. I'm out.